What's going on, guys? It's Tom. I'm back with another video. This will be kind of a quick one, probably 5-6 minutes. uh, Listen, I just wanted to talk about a couple things when it comes to like renting anything in the Philippines, a condo, house, or whatever, right? There's a couple things that you do not want to do, right? And one of them, and I can understand why some guys think about this and they think it might be a good idea, when you're back in the US or whatever and you're thinking about coming here and you're like, oh, you know what? I'll pay a whole year's lease up front for the whole year, all at once. 12 months rent at once, right? It sort of sounds like a good idea, right? For at least for a short amount of time in your head, you know. But I'll tell you what, it's a terrible idea. Uh, and one of the sort of reasons that I guess people don't always think about this, but if you pay a landlord, and this would probably be true anywhere in the world, like even in the U.S., right? If you're renting an apartment and you pay your landlord all 12 months up front on a 1-year lease. Okay, so, and then let's say a couple months into your lease, you start getting some maintenance problems within the apartment. Stuff that the landlord should take care of, right? Well, how fast do you think that they're going to take care of things when you've already paid your full year's lease, And that is definitely going to be the case here in the Philippines. I mean, it's not 100%. You can't say that about every landlord, but man, just think about it. You're kind of like, you're on the back burner now, like, hey, this is our shower doesn't work, or, whatever it is, right? In your apartment. How fast do you think he's going to jump on it if he's already gotten your full one year's rent up front, 12 months rent up front, right? So really for that, I mean, that's one of the main reasons. There might be some other reasons, but not to do this, but that's certainly at the top of the list, okay? Because I heard about that happening around where I'm at here, with the Westerner recently, so yeah. So it just kind of popped into my head, hey, maybe I'll make a quick video on this, Also, there's another thing that I do not recommend doing, and because sometimes these apartment leases almost have this verbiage built into them, even though they may not, totally require it, okay? But they're talking about 12 months on a 1-year lease, post-dated checks, basically, right? Well, obviously, if you're just coming here to live and you might not even have a bank account in the Philippines, right? So then that post-dated check thing is not really going to be a very good idea for the landlord or for you, because you're going to be still having your U.S. banks. You might have some checks left, from your U.S. bank account, but you know how long that would take to clear, here in the Philippines. If you write somebody an American check, it's going to take like 3 weeks to clear probably. But that's just not a good idea. Just don't do it. I mean, I recommend not to do that. And if it's written into the lease or whatever, just either exit out of the lease when you execute it at the time that you're going to execute your lease, or just make it very clear with your agent or the landlord directly. If you're not working with an agent, then you're dealing with the landlord directly. Just make it very clear to them that you're not going to do that. You'll pay cash, or I don't know, a lot of guys do here. You'll pay cash every month. You know what I mean? Cash money, no checks. But that other stuff, that post-dated checks or paying 1 year's lease, 12 months of rent up front, that's just not a good idea, So I just wanted to send this out to you guys just so that some of you guys know this, maybe you've already thought about it and said, yeah, other guys have said it, other vloggers have said it. Well, I'm just kind of saying it because it does happen here. and it's not usually good for the renter. You know what I mean? Either one of those scenarios is not good for the renter. So, all right, guys, peace out.